This is going to be the second video on trigonometry. We're going to be on part 2. And part 2 here, we are going to solve this question 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now, but first you need to know here, you need to know what the basic concept when it comes to trigonometry. So that is why if you have not watched part 1 of this trigonometry, I will advise to go check out part 1 first before you go move down to this video here, because I'll be going straight to what doing the calculation here. But in order for you to be able to solve problem here, there's 3 things you need to know. First, for you to know the angle. Now the right angle triangle. I need to what know the right angle of triangle, right? Now for every right angle triangle, yeah, we have called there are 3 sides. We have called the opposite, the hypotenuse, and the what and the adjacent. Now the side that is opposite the angle is called the opposite here. Called the opposite, right? Why the one that is opposite the angle 90 is called the what hypotenuse. It is the longest side. Why the remaining part here is called the adjacent? It's called what adjacent. It's okay. Now, if you should label it very well, like this, label it very well. Go to the A, B, C, right? A, C, and B, right? This small letter A is the opposite. This B here is the opposite side, which is adjacent. Why this small letter C is hypotenuse, right? Another thing I want to take note is what is SOHCAHTOA. SOHCAHTOA. It's okay. SOHCAHTOA, right? This SOHCAHTOA is very, very important. It's very, very important when it comes to what trigonometry. These are what basic foundation. So let's look at this SOHCAHTOA here. Sine theta is equal to what? This O means what? Opposite. Why this H means what? Hypotenuse. Okay, so if you want to check it here, this A is what is the opposite, because here is what is my angle. Okay, here is what is my angle here. So we go to A over what? A over what? C, because my C is what is the hypotenuse, right? Now, cos theta is what? Cos theta is what? We see AH. A is what is my adjacent. A is what is my adjacent here, which go to be what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse, right? My adjacent here is what is B. My hypotenuse is what is C, right? You need to understand this here. Then cos, now then tan theta is equal to what? Opposite of our adjacent. My opposite is what is A. My adjacent is what is B. So opposite is what A over what? Sorry, opposite over what? Adjacent, right? My opposite is what is A. My adjacent is what is B. Can you see that? Now, another thing you want to understand here is that is what is the inverse, trig inverse, right? For each of these one, they all have the inverse. The inverse of sine theta is called cosec theta. I get called cosec theta. Why the inverse of what? Cos theta called sec theta. Sec theta. Why the inverse of tan theta called cot theta, right? This is called cosecant. Second are what? Cotangent, right? So here we go to be what? 1 over what? Sine theta equals to what? 1 over what? Cos theta. And here is equal to 1 over tan what? Theta, right? So here we have cosec theta. You go to be what? The hypotenuse over what? So you're going to reverse it. So we're going to be hypotenuse over what? Opposite. Equals to what? C over what? A. Can you see that? Cos theta is going to be what? Hypotenuse over what? Adjacent. It's going to be what? C over what? B, right? Then cot is going to be adjacent over what? Opposite. It's going to be what? B over what? A. So these are things you need to know when it comes to what? SOHCAHTOA, right? These are things you need to know. Another thing to know is what? Another thing you need to pay close attention is what? Is special angles. Special angles. Angle 45. Here you have 1, 1, square root of what? 2. No. 1, 1, square root of what? Of 2. Yes, that is it. So from here, you can also have our sine 45. Sine 45, cos 45, and what? Tan 45. Do you see that? Here we can also have what this is called angle 45. Two of them are angle 45. That's why I say she watch check out the first video. That's why I say she watch check out the first video so I'll be able to understand this better. So now we also have angle 60. We also have what angle 60 and angle what 30. Then we have what 30. There's a way this be derived from equilateral triangle 60, right? Now here we have here going to be 2, 1, square root of what 3. So these are things you need to take note of when you are solving problem under what trigonometry. So these are the things you are going to look at. Here we have what angle 90. Here we have what angle 90. This is that. So I want to write this place at. Now what we actually need here, things you need, the things we actually need is this one, include this one here. So here we have what. Let me just write this one here because I want to make use of it. Because here we also have some 60. Here we have what? Here we also have 60 here. It's okay. So here we have this one. Let's move on here. (45°). Here we have what 1 square root of what 2. Here we have this one 60 or 30, right? Here we have 2, 1 square root of what 3, right? There will now be what this soccer one. It's okay. So now let's solve the first question here. Is that let's look at the first 1 plus tan 60 then tan 30 over tan 60° plus what tan 30°. They're all in degree, right? So let's take it one by one. Tan 60° equals to what? Remember, tan means what? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. So that over 60 here, opposite over what? Hypotenuse. So opposite over adjacent. Opposite over what? Adjacent. So it will be square root of 3 over what? 1. Do you see that? Hope you understand. Tan 60, look at 60 here, opposite over what? Adjacent. We're going to do what? Square root of what? Of 3, right? Look at tan 30. Tan 30° equals to, now here is 60, here is 30. Now my opposite is now this guy here, right? Opposite is now what? This one here. So going to be 1 over. Now my adjacent is now going to be this guy here, square root of 3. Square root of what? Of 3, right? So tan 60 is what? Is square root of 3. Tan 30 is going to be 1 over square root of 3. You want to rationalize it, right? Once you rationalize it here, we have square root of what? Square root of 3 over square root of 3. We are going to get your square root of 3 over what? 3, right? Do what I'm going to get. So my tan 60 is what? Is square root of 3. Then my tan 30° is what? Is what? Square root of 3 over what? 3. Can you see that? So we're going to do what? If you input there, here we have what? 1 plus tan 60 is what? Is square root of what? 3, right? Times square root of 3 over what? 3 over tan 60. Tan 60 is what? Square root of what? Of 3, right? Plus square root of 3 over what? 3. So we have to evaluate them separately. It's okay. I want to evaluate them separately here. Here we have square root of 3 times square root of 3 is what? Is 3. Divided by this 3 here, right? So here the numerator is going to be 1 plus 1 over. If you evaluate this one here we have what? Over 1, right? If we evaluate it, here we have over 1. So what is the LCM between two of them? LCM is what? Is 3 here, right? 1 going to 3 is what? Is 3. 3 times square root of 3 here we have 3 square root of 3, right? Plus 3 going to 3, 1 times square root of 3 here we have square root of what? Of 3. If you evaluate here, 3 square root of 3 plus square root of 3 is going to be 4 square root of 3. So here we have what? 4 square root of 3 over what? 3. So we are going to get here 4 square root of 3 over what? 3. Can you see that? So which is going to be 2 divide by, because this divide here, right? Divide by 4 square root of 3 over what? 3. Can you see that? So now what I want to do here is what, change it to what? To times. When change it to times, we also move down. So what are you going to get? Going to be 2 times 3 over what? 4 square root of what? 3. Up here, these two going to this one here, right? This going to this. Here we have 3 over what? 2 square root of what? 3. That is it. So you can leave it like this, or you can rationalize it. So okay, you can leave it like this, or you can what? Rationalize it. If you go ahead and rationalize it here, here we have what? You should go ahead and rationalize this guy here. Going to be 3 over 2 square root of 3 times 2 square root of 3 over what? 2 square root of what? 3. Right? What up here? 3 going 2 times 6 here. Here we have 6 square root of what? 3. Right? Over 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 3 times square root of 3 times square root of 3. Here we have what? 3 here. Can you see that? So what will go? This will go here. Here we have what? 2. Here we have 2. Here we have square root of 3 over what? 2. This is not the answer. 2. You look at question, you say that find the value of x. Look at this one here. Find the value of x in diagram, right? So how do you find the value of x in diagram here? It's very easy. If you look at the diagram, you look at this diagram here. Here we have what? Angle 60 degree, right? And here we have what? Angle what? 45 what degree, right? Here we have 8, and here we have what? X, right? Now, for me to be able to look for x, I prefer to look for this side. It's okay. So now let us say this side is what is the opposite to this guy here, right? So now let us call this guy y. So if I can look for my y, right, with this angle here, so it's going to be angle here, this 60 here, y and what? X. So the mission here is to look for what? My y first, right? So if I can look for my y, so but what is y here? Remember, this is the opposite to this side, this is what? Adjacent. So we have opposite, so we use opposite to this side, to this angle here, and this is what my hypotenuse. So I want to use sine 60. So it's going to be sine 60 degree. Why is it sine 60 degree here? Because here is what is the opposite, and this longest side is what my hypotenuse, right? So you have opposite, which what? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse, which what? My hypotenuse here, right? Equals to my opposite is what? Is y over my hypotenuse. What is my hypotenuse? My hypotenuse is what? Is 8, right? Now, so you need to look at what sine. So what is sine 60 in what? In this one here. What is sine 60, right? Sine 60 degree is what? Yeah, you're going to be what? Opposite, which was square root of 3 over my hypotenuse, right? Which is what? Is 2. Is okay. So that's why I need to learn these special angles. So now I'm going to be what? Instead of put on here, I will now put square root of what? 3 over what? 2 equals to what? Y over what? 8, right? Making y the subject of formula, you have cross multiply, right? When I cross multiply, here we have what? 2y equals to what? 8 square root of what? 3, right? Divide both side by what? 2. For divide both side by 2, what am I going to get? This 2 going to 8 is here we have 4. So my y equals to what? 4 square root of what? Of 3. This is that. So it means that this is my y here is now 4 square root of 3. So I will now draw the triangle again, the right angle triangle again. So here we now have what? 45 what degree, right? Here is now what? 4 square root of what? Square root of what? Of 3, right? Here is now going to be what? My x. Remember, the goal here is to look for what? My x, right? That is the goal. So now, if you look at it very well, here we have, this is the opposite. Here is the right angle triangle here. Because here, this is not the what? Angle 45. Here is my opposite. Here is what? My hypotenuse. The longest size. Y here is what? Is my adjacent. Right? So here and here, hypotenuse and what? Adjacent. What are we going to use here? If you look at Scatua, the adjacent and what? Hypotenuse, right? Please pay close attention here. Adjacent about and what? Hypotenuse. So going to be cos 45 what degree. This is that equals to what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse, right? Equals to here. Now, what is my adjacent? My adjacent is what? 4 square root of what? Of 3, right? 4 square root of 3 over my hypotenuse is what? Is x. Now, cos 45, look at cos 45 here. In cos 45, adjacent over what? Hypotenuse, right? It would be cos 45 what degree is equals to what? My what? My adjacent, which is what? Is 1 over what? My hypotenuse, which was square root of what? Of 2. Remember, if you should rationalize it here, I was square root of 2 over what? 2. Very important, right? So instead of putting cos 45 here, I will now place here going to be square root of 2 over 2 equals to 4 square root of 3 over what? X, right? What up here? Let's make this as the subject of formula here. Just that. So if I should make this as the subject of formula here, I have what? X equals to what? 2 times 4 square root of 3 over what? Square root of 2, right? So what it will be? Going to be 8 square root of 3 over square root of 2. You rationalize it. When you get to this point here, you rationalize it. We're going to be what? Times square root of 2 over square root of 2, right? So which is going to be 8 square root of 3 times square root of 2. You're going to be square root of 3 times square root of 2, which is going to give you square root of 6. So here we have 8 square root of 6 over square root of 2 times square root of 2 is what? Is what? 2. 2 going to 8, here we have 4. So 4 square root of what? 6. That is your answer. So S was 4 square root of what? 6. That is your answer. So you can see that mathematics is not that too difficult. You just have to be patient and take what step by step. So you can go over it again. Please go over this again so you can understand what better, right? So if you're following this class, please leave a comment section that you are following what this class, right? So let's solve question 3 together. Let's evaluate question 3 here. So if you look at it here, say that if cos s equals to square root of a while b, find cosec s. It's a little bit tricky, but it's very, very easy, right? So they say that cos a is equals to what? Square root of what? A about b. You can break it down to the what? Square root of a or square root of what? Of b, right? Remember, cos is what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. We're going to be adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. Is okay. In that my adjacent is what? Square root of a. My hypotenuse is square root of what? Of b, right? Now, if you draw the right angle triangle, draw the right angle triangle here. Here we have what? So my angle is going to be what? X, right? So remember, here we have my adjacent is this place here, right? So we're going to be a square root of what? A, right? My hypotenuse is what? Is this longest side here. We're going to be square root of what? Of b, right? Now, for me to be able to solve any other thing here, I need to look for the opposite, right? So for me to calculate the opposite here, I need to apply Pythagoras Theorem. Opposite is okay. I need to look for the opposite here. Remember, in the Pythagoras Theorem here, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to what? The square of what? Both the opposite and the adjacent. So let me give it to you here. The square of the hypotenuse is equal to what? The square of the what? Opposites plus the square of what? Of the adjacent. Right? Now, we don't know the opposite here, right? Because I know my hypotenuse, I know what my adjacent. Let me get what my hypotenuse, my opposite. So if I should make my opposite solve formula here, I'll carry on to this other side here. So this is how it's going to look like. Opposites equals to what? Hypotenuse minus what? Adjacent, right? If you're a mathematics student, you are supposed to know this thing here. Now, let's impute what our values here. Opposite equals to my hypotenuse is what? Square root of what? B all square minus my adjacent is what? Square root of a all square, right? You know that this one will cancel out this guy here in indices, and this will cancel out this guy, right? What you are left is what? Opposite all square equals to what? B minus what? A, right? What up here, for you to be able to what? Get the opposite here, you take the square root of both sides. So when you take the square root of both sides, my opposite is now going to be what? square root of what? B minus what? A. Can you see that? It means that this side is what? This side is what? Square root of what? B minus what? A, right? So we now know our hypotenuse, we now know our adjacent, we now know our opposite. Now let's look at what they say should look for. They say should look for cosec x, cosec s. Now remember, cosec x or cosec is what? Is the inverse of what? Of sine, right? So come here, come to this place here, cosec theta x equals to what? 1 over sine x, right? And remember, sine x is what? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse, right? Now, so then since cosec is the inverse of this one here, cosec go to be what? Cosec x go to be what? Hypotenuse over what? Opposite. Is it clear? Now remember, where's my hypotenuse? Remember, from this place here, my hypotenuse is what? Square root of b over opposite is what? Square root of what? B minus what? A. So they're all square roots. So we can just take them as what? As b over what? B minus what? A. This is not the answer. It's okay. So this is the answer to this what? To this what? Question, right? So look at what this question 4 here. Question 4, right? Is that if cos theta is equal to 12 over 13, find 1 plus cot square theta. So how do you solve this in here? It's very easy. So remember, we're talking about you see same place here where you place at. So cos theta equals to what? 12 over what? 13, right? Which means that what? Remember cos my cos adjacent over hypotenuse, adjacent over what? Hypotenuse, right? Now what does it mean here? It means that my adjacent is 12, my hypotenuse is what? Is 13, right? So if I should draw the right angle triangle like this, 90 angle 90, here we have what? Theta, right? My adjacent is what? Is 12. Remember, here is what? Is my adjacent, right? Then my hypotenuse is what? Is 13, right? I want to look for the opposite. It's okay. So in Pythagoras theory here, right? The opposite, the square of the opposite is equal to what? The square of the hypotenuse minus the square of the what? Of the adjacent. Is okay. So you have to apply this formula here. So which is going to be opposite, square of the opposite here equals to what? Hypotenuse is what? Is 13 all square minus adjacent is what? Is 12 all square, right? 13 square is what? Let's use our calculator. 13 square, you have 169. So we have 169 minus what? 144. Is okay. Minus 144. You have about 25. So opposite square is what? Is 25. Take the square root of both sides, right? When you take the square root of both sides, here we have opposites equals to square root of what? 25. We go to do what? 5. So it means that here my opposite here is now what? 5. It's okay. My opposite here is now what? 5. So we use the what? Pythagoras theory to look for what? The side that is missing, right? Use the word for this. So once you are done so here, then I want to wipe the whole of this one here. So that is why you need to understand the Pythagoras theory very well. It's okay. So now look at what they say look for. They say find 1 plus cot square theta. Now what you need to understand here is that cot theta is also stated that what? 1 tan what? Theta. Is okay. 1 over what? Tan theta, right? So cot theta is an inverse of what? Of tan theta. So let's look at what tan theta. We're using this one here. Tan theta equals to what? Opposite over what? Adjacent. So we're going to be 5 over what? 12. There's my cot theta. Cot theta is going to be what? What is my cot theta now? It's going to be what? 12 over what? Over 5, right? It's okay. So cot theta is an inverse of what? Tan theta. So cot theta is going to be what? adjacent over what? Opposites. That is it. Hope you understand. So since I've got to what my cot theta now, cot theta is equal to what? 12 over 5, right? So let's evaluate this problem. So let's evaluate this problem here. Let's evaluate this one here. So since I've already got to what my cot theta to be 12 over 5, right? So 1 plus cot square theta. Now whenever you see cos square theta, also the same as what? Cot or square. Is okay. Very important. But the thing you put like they just say cot square theta, right? So cot theta is 12 over what? 5, right? 12 over what? 5. 12 over what? 5. So this one means that 1 plus 12 over what? 5 all square. That is it. Do you see that? So once you open the what? The bracket now, you got to be 1 plus 144 over what? 20 what? 5, right? Use of fraction here. Here we have what? 25. Here we have what? 1. 1 going to 25 is what? 25. 25 times 1 is what? 25 plus 25 going to 25 is what? Is 25 is what? 1 plus 144, right? So 25 plus 144. Here we have what? 169 over 25. That is the what? Answer. That is what is the answer. It's okay. That is the what is the answer. So you really want to do this one for me. Question 5. I'm exhausted. So you did want to do this for me, right? All this video is helpful. More of this video will come on trigonometry. We want to try as much as possible to finish what? Trigonometry. Just every single thing about trigonometry. So that by the time you see any question on trigonometry, if you're able to tackle that question in your JAMB examination. If this video is helpful, please like, comment, share. This video is what is helpful, and kindly share this video to your friends and other places or to your group. They know that they are what pay for this JAMB examination. Try and see my next video.